Hello, 8th graders. Hope your day's going well this Friday. A couple more hours, guys, and it's the weekend, so hang in there. You're doing great. Sorry I can't be with you today. I'm at a conference, and but I'll be back with you on Monday. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of go quickly in 5 minutes or less over what we're going to do today. Today is designed to kind of start to wrap up what we've been talking about for the last few weeks, right? The body is a complex system of a bunch of subsystems that are working together to keep you alive. Okay, we used that fancy word earlier called homeostasis. All homeostasis means is that we have to keep all of these little things in balance. Okay, our cardiovascular system helps with that. Our urinary system helps with that. Our nervous system helps with that. All of these systems are designed to work together to maintain those balances in our body. Okay, now what I would like you to do real quick is I want you to pull out your ISN and I want you to go to your objectives that are right here. So if it's going to take you a second, go ahead and pause the video, and I want you to take a look at these objectives. Okay? Okay, excuse me. Now that you have those objectives out, I just want to take a look at the first three, and those are the big three that we focused on. Okay, the first one says, I can use arguments supported by evidence for how the body is a system of interacting subsystems composed of groups of cells. Okay, in other words, I can explain how all those systems work together to make you alive. Okay. The second one is I can use models to explain how the circulatory, excretory, digestive, respiratory, muscular, and the nervous system is one subsystem in the body which with inputs and outputs which contributes to the overall function of the organism. In other words, can you identify the structure and the function of each of those systems we've looked at? If we didn't dissect it, we drew a picture or we colored a picture of it. So you have all of those systems. You either made a poster, you colored it in your ISN, or we cut it open. Okay, so you should have all those structures and functions. And then the third one is kind of the crux of it all. It says, I can describe and model the relationships/interactions between an organ system and two other organ systems and explain how these interactions contribute to the function and the survival of the organism. Okay, now listen carefully to this one, Pedro. Yeah, I'm talking to you, buddy. Okay, turn in your seat. There we go. Good, thanks. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to be able to pick one of those subsystems, one of those organ systems that we looked at, and I want you to be able to identify two other systems, okay, that it relates to, that it crosses paths with, that it works with to keep you alive, to maintain that balance, that homeostasis, okay? And today's activity is going to help us to kind of put those pieces together. Okay, where am I? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to create something called a mind map. Okay, a mind map is just a visual, we might have done this before, I can't remember if we've done it in this class yet. It's basically a graphical visual representation of either concepts or parts to a puzzle, okay? Now, for starters, all a mind map is what I want you to do is I want you to create on a piece of paper, and I'll get you one of these pieces of paper. You're going to list all of the organ systems that we've talked about, and there's 6 of them. And you're going to circle them. Okay, it's going to look something like this. Okay, this is on cheap notebook paper. Okay, it's going to look something like this. So all of the organ systems are drawn and they're circled. Okay, now we don't stop with the circles. The cool thing about a mind map is you can connect those circles. You can connect these organ systems with lines. Okay, and when you connect it with a line, what I want you to do is I want you to explain on the line how those systems are related. Okay, now it's very important when you explain how two systems are related to also identify the actual physical location where they cross paths. Okay, now this might sound a little difficult, but if you take it one step at a time, you'll do just fine. So for starters, you draw all the organ systems with a circle around it. Okay, then you connect with lines which organ systems are related and how. Now, you need a minimum of 2 lines per organ system. I've done an example for you, and I'll have a better example for you in class today. But the first example I chose excuse me, is the circulatory and the digestive system. Oh, I've hit 5 minutes, so I better hurry up. The circulatory system and the digestive system, okay? And I know you can't read it from there, but I drew a line, and on the line I wrote this. And we learned this in class, and we took notes on it. Okay, it was in some of those questions that we did, the worksheet we did with our digestive system. So if you have that worksheet, this will help you a lot. It says, nutrients broken down in the stomach and small intestine are absorbed through the intestine wall into the blood. Okay, remember the blood is part of the circulatory system. So I just explained that in the small intestine, nutrients cross that intestinal wall into the blood. That's where the circulatory system and the digestive system overlap. Okay, now that's just one example. That's just one example. I need you to find 2 examples for each body system. Okay, connect it with a line and explain in 1, maybe 2, but I think you should be able to do it in 1 sentence how they are related. Okay, it's going to be a little tricky, but I know you can do it, and I need you to work through it. Okay, you're going to get a piece of paper that looks like this. Hold on, like this. It's going to say body systems mind map. You're going to put your name, and I want you to start with a sentence at the very top. It says, it is important for the body to maintain homeostasis because. Why, you guys, is it important for the body to maintain some kind of balance? Okay, so finish that sentence and fill it out. Okay, then below you're gonna draw those circles. Okay, and you're gonna draw those body systems with circles around them. Okay, then once you have all those 6 body systems on the page, okay, I really need you to critically think. Okay, look through your notes. If you need to use the textbook, use the textbook. Okay, think of 2 connections that each body system can make with another body system. I already gave you the example of the digestive and the circulatory. Think about the nervous system and the muscular system. That's easy, right? The respiratory system and the circulatory system. You can do this. You can do this. Okay? You just got to work at it. Okay? Now, is there anything else I'm missing from my notes? Okay, one more thing. On that piece of paper that you're going to receive, you're going to do a rough draft. So you're going to, mine's kind of sloppy, it's on notebook paper. You're going to do one kind of like mine. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can have mistakes on it. It can be messy. Okay, but you're going to do a rough draft. The rough draft is designed for you just to get your ideas on paper. Make sure, even if it's messy, all your ideas are on that piece of paper. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to get one more piece of paper, a nice clean white copy. Okay, and then you're going to take your time to make a final draft. Write neatly, add color, make sure the lines are nice and neat. They don't have to be straight necessarily, but if you like to use a ruler, go for it. Okay, but you're going to need a rough draft and you're going to need a final draft. Okay, so 6 body systems. Okay, 6. That how many? And 2 connections to each body system with an explanation of how those body systems are related. How do they connect? How do they overlap? Okay, and you're going to use your notes and your textbook for that. Okay, this is going to be a huge help for when we take our test next. Next week. Yeah, test next week. Frogs Monday, Tuesday next week, guys. So look forward to that. We're going to dissect some frogs, but we've got to get ready for the test, which comes shortly after that. Okay, the last thing you're going to do when you finish your mind map is you're going to write a paragraph, a summary paragraph. This is 5 sentences. Okay, and the prompt, well, you'll have with you, but I want to show you it right here. The prompt is this question. Let me zoom in here real quick. Okay, the prompt is this. Write a summary paragraph describing how the body is a system of cooperating subsystems that contribute to the overall function of the organism. Include at least 2 examples of the systems working together. The paragraph must be at least 5 sentences long with a good introductory sentence, a conclusion sentence, and specific details stated in the body to support your explanation. Okay, this is a lot of words for saying one basic thing. Write a summary paragraph of one of your body systems and how it relates to 2 other body systems that you created in your mind map. Okay, so in other words, just write a paragraph. Pick 2 body systems here and write a paragraph explaining how they work together to maintain homeostasis. It's really quite simple, okay? But remember, an introductory sentence, 3 details, and a conclusion sentence. 5 sentences, guys. You can do it. Okay, so today is about creating a rough draft mind map using your notes in the textbook if you need that as well. And it's about writing a 5-sentence summary paragraph. Okay, this all needs to be done. If not in class, you guys, it has to be done over the weekend because Monday we're hitting the ground running with frog dissection as we are on Tuesday. Okay, and then we've got a test review on Wednesday, and we're taking the test next Thursday. Okay, so good luck to you. Hope you have a great Friday, and we'll see you on Monday.